Hello and welcome everyone. It's an honor to introduce. I'm sorry, there's a technical issue. I'll start again. Let's try one more time then. Hello and welcome everyone. It is an honor to introduce our today's speaker, Sudeep Verma. Sudeep is a multifaceted personality, an author, mentor, and a technologist with a deep passion for exploring life's profound mysteries. With years of experience in tech and entrepreneurial world, he brings a unique blend of logic and spirituality to his work. His books delve into personal growth, self-discovery, and the deeper connections between our mind, body, and soul. Today, we embark on our insightful journey into the themes of his latest book, one that uncovers the unseen forces shaping our lives. Behind every book lies a journey, one filled with experiences, introspection, and revelations. Today, Sudeep will take us through his personal exploration of body-soul connection, the power of healing, and the profound questions that shape our existence. If you ever questioned your path, felt the weight of unexplainable emotions, or sought a deeper meaning in life, this session is for you. Through real-life encounters and thought-provoking insights, Sudeep will help us see beyond the visible and understand the unseen forces at play in our lives. Get ready for a conversation that might change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Let's kick off the session with an unboxing video.
Finally, the wait is over. My second book has been released, and I've got the box of my second book, Unveiling the Mystery of Soul. Let me open the box. Look at that. Here it is, Unveiling the Mystery of Souls. This book is not about pages or ink. This is about a journey to explore unseen, unheard, and finding the mysteries unsolvable. The book was born from very curious questions that all of us have, and the quest to find the answers. Then real life experiences, then chance encounters to the real, the higher soul, the higher world. If you have questions regarding your pain or the healing that you are seeking, आपके तन मन धन में कुछ भी अगर पेन है और आप उसके आंसर्स ढूंढ रहे हैं, या फिर if you have complex relationships in life and you are trying to understand the complexity, why this, why that, or for that matter, you trying to understand what is the purpose of my life. You may have so many such questions, and if you have such questions, trust me, this is the book for you. Let me take you to a journey into an astonishing world of soul. Come with me, let's resolve these mysteries together. This book is available now on various platforms: Amazon, Flipkart, Ingram, Notion Press, and some of those who are near Noida can take it from me personally as well.
Wow, that was rather intriguing. Now let's hand over to Sudeep and hear from the man himself. But before I do that, a quick hygiene call. After we hear from Sudeep, we will have the Q&A session. Please type in your questions in the Q&A box, and Sudeep will try and answer as much as possible as time permits after his address. Over to you, Sudeep.
Thank you very much, Sabhyata. Thank you for
using wonderful words. All right. Good evening, everyone from India. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good late evening from people joining from US to Australia across various channels, webinar, Facebook Live, LinkedIn Live, etc. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining us on this incredible special day as we celebrate the launch of my new book, Unveiling the Mystery of Soul. It's truly an honor to have each one of you here. I'm really eager to share with you the thoughts behind this book. Let me dive deep, so deep into it. Let me start by saying we all humans are very curious beings. We always keep on learning from books, teachers, families, friends, environment throughout our life and keep growing our knowledge sphere. And this learning never ends. I also have learned a lot during my life from various channels that I have just talked about. But I soon realized that while we keep on learning from various channels, the life in itself is the biggest teacher, and the real life experiences the biggest lessons. Probably, as some of my friends in US call me so deep, my curiosity has made me travel extra mile. My perseverance to explore answer has been never ending. And one topic, the mystery of soul, has always been a curious topic for me and for all the people around me. Let me share what I mean. From childhood, we always had been hearing that the soul leaves the body once we die. There is Swarg, Narak, there is heaven, hell, there's Jannat, Jahannam. And the good karma or the bad karma decides where we'll go. Well, I always wondered where this Swarg, Narak, or heaven, the hell is. As I grew up in life, more questions came up to me. Why do we have complex relationships? Some relations come in our life as a blessing. Some come as challenge. Some come as curse even. And for some relationship, there is life toggles between good and bad, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Why all this? And then, why do some people have blessed life and why do some people get deprived or cursed life? I wondered always. Why do we have pain, physical or mental? Does it have a deeper meaning or connotation? Why do have people phobias? It's a very common thing. Somebody is worried about the height, darkness, water, etc., etc. These questions always perplex me. And I really didn't find the reliable, convincing answers. Then I grew further. I got to learn Yog Nidra. I actually experienced how the soul can come out of the body. And then while I was working in one of the events, a hypnotherapist displayed the power of hypnotherapy, the power within us. That was profound. Made me think further. And as I was trying to find answers, I stumbled upon near-death experiences. Across globe, by the way, there are hundreds and thousands of cases of near-death experiences where the soul goes out and person is clinically pronounced dead for some time, and then soul comes back, the person is alive, and they share certain things that soul had gone somewhere else. Then there are very curious cases of rebirth, where a child tells about the previous birth, and in certain cases they have tracked down the previous birthplace, people, and shared those things which nobody had knew. All these things were very curious. I mean, it grew my curiosity to next level. And then scientists or the researchers say that we human only use 2% of our brain memory. I wonder where this remaining 98% had gone.
Probably if I would have known, I could have used more, not struggled as much. And then, if we go to good astrologer, they predict future quite accurately. Now, the question comes, is life predefined, pre-planned? Didn't have the answer. And being a science student and coming from working in an IT background, I had always looked as logic, proof, to get convinced or find the answers. With so many unsolved, curious questions, my quest was to seek logical, real life, experience based, proof based answers of these questions. I did got certain answers. For example, during my Yog Nidra, it was done for me with different purpose. I got the answer of how the soul can come out of the body, but not much till till I stumbled upon past life regression. I heard from somebody, and I mentioned in the book how I came to know about it. And I had a severe pain in my eyes and knees. So I had gone to see if I can seek a solution of that. And one thing led to another, to another, to another, and I end up seeing so many answers. My pains had gone, and my life actually got changed. And I started going deep in this. I thought this is the key. And when I was trying to do more and more sessions to find the answers, I stumbled upon something. I had the interaction with the soul world, the ultimate real, the spiritual world. And all my answers, all my curious questions got answered. Strange, isn't it? And I still wanted to find the proof in that. And I did. My logical mind was trying to find the logic behind it. And I did. Well, I'll rest the case. And that's where the book was born. The idea was born. However, I never realized to share this knowledge. I was trying to keep it inside me till I got diagnosed with cancer. And during that time, people got generally shattered. I was feeling very calm and quiet, relatively. I did got concerned about my family, but from my life perspective, I was not concerned. I applied all my knowledge, all the bigger, bigger things, and I got successfully out of cancer. And that was the time I thought, why should I not share this revelation, this larger picture? And hence, I wrote this book. The readers can also explore the bigger picture of life, the power within ourselves, the question of remaining 98%, and so many other questions. Unveiling the mystery of soul is not just about a collection of words. It's an invitation to dive deep into the unseen, to challenge perceptions, and to explore the profound depth of the powerful soul. I'm excited to share this work with you, and I assure you that it will spark new insights, emotions, and reflections for all of those who read it. And I can assure you also that it will indeed positively impact you, to say the least. All right. I would say, I think this was a thought process behind this book. I think, Sabita, we can open up the question and answer session now.
Yes, absolutely. Sudeep, I think the audience have a lot of questions. I think I'm speaking on everybody's behalf, and I say it was so interesting to hear from you, and I'm sure we have a lot of questions coming in. Would you want to take the first question from the chat box?
Yeah, let me.
Till the time you read it, I encourage everybody to put in your questions in the chat box that you might have, and Sudeep will answer them one by one. Thank you.
I have first question from Ravi Katuria. It says, in your blurb, you have written a question: can a current life ailment have its root in our past lives, and can it get healed? Can you please throw some light over it? Thanks, Ravi. Thanks for asking this question. Uh, Current life ailments can have its root in the past or even the current life, earlier current life. The way it works is that certain traumas in our life, this life or the previous lives, get registered in our cellular memory. And when the soul travels, it travels along with that memory from the past life, and even in the current life, it gets registered in the subconscious memory, cellular memory. And actually, for the current life, there is a well established method in the clinical psychology called hypnotherapy, where the scientists, and it's registered by medical science, recognized by medical science, and where hypnotherapist um, take the patient into a trance, and in that trance mode, in that hypnosis mode, they take the patient into the current life's past years and see if the person in the childhood or something. Generally it's very commonly used for traumas. If if I have a phobia of darkness or a height, they heal people if some incidents happen in the childhood. And this trance, so that means they take person, uh, the soul goes back in the current life's previous years. Past life regression works exactly on the same model. In the past life regression, the therapist takes the soul into the current life, try to see if the origin of the problem, pain, trauma, or ailment is in the current life. And if they don't find, they take it further to the previous life. And there is a method, well-established method. And they go back there and they find those lives in which that trauma may have happened. And then they have a mechanism to heal that pain. And the result, and it's a tried and tested thing. Many people. So as I said, I believe seeing is believing for me. I have seen people getting cured for something very profound that was impossible to be healed unless until a medical procedure was applied. And I've written in detail about this in this book. So yes, this can be done. Let me. I hope Ravi's question must be answered. If not, Ravi, we can take it offline also. There are two more questions which is more or less similar. One is from Gopalji Sinha. He says, has the theory of rebirth as per our scriptures been verified and established scientifically? Is rebirth the result of our karmas? And Vipin Bansal says, are reincarnation real? Do soul really travel to heaven or hell as per deeds? Well, I'll try to answer in a nutshell because I don't want to reveal everything from my book in this question answer session. Um, Let me take in a two different perspective. One is what we have already know and what has been described. For example, in religion, there is a mention of Swarg Narak, heaven, hell, Jannat, Jahannam, and in Buddhism also. So more or less every religion talks about it. Experiences in Yog Nidra, in soul can go out of soul can go out of the body in Yog Nidra. In rebirth cases, they have seen the previous birth. In near-death experiences, people go out, meet their dead ones, or go into a tunnel to a different world. So all those things have been well pointed out, established. So soul does go out. Soul does travel into a larger different place. But it does not say scientifically, right? Though rebirth, in a way, when you trace back, there is no other explanation, but there is saying that it is there. However, from my perspective, let me share certain things. There are two different levels, the soul level and the incarnated body level. There indeed is a different world of soul. Let me say that. There's a let's call that as home, true home of the souls. There is nothing else but love, care, gratitude, and bliss there. So having said there's no Swarg, Narak, heaven, hell I've seen up there. Only heaven, Swarg or Jannah. However, what happens really is after we die, certain things happen there. The life gets planned based on certain things, experiences. You can say karmic. Karmic is at the body level. I say at the decision level, experience level. The decision happens to take certain kind of experiences in the next life, and that, my friends, becomes a Swarg or Narak, heaven or hell, right here in our lives. Some people go and take the harder life. Some people go and live very good life, and there is a reason behind it. So Swarg Narak yahi par hai. Upar, all it's only heaven. I hope I have explained, but let me share one more thing. The soul decides to experience all kind of permutation combination of experiences. If I say Amitabh Bachchan is a good actor and he tries to play the role, different kind of role, a blind man in some movie, a villain in some movie, a hero in some movie, a Bona guy in some movie, and various type of things. So he does choose. Soul also does choose to take different type of experiences. Okay. Yeah. Avirag Jain has asked, what inspires you to write this book? Thanks, Avirag, for asking this question. Actually, that's very important. As I said a little earlier, I had got exposure to certain things, certain revelation, certain interaction with the spiritual world, soul world. But not, I was not sure if I should share this till I had got cancer and I successfully got out of the cancer because of this knowledge. And that's where I thought that if this can help me, probably this can help others as well. So that was definitely one. And second thing is, after the understanding of the bigger truth, bigger picture, let's say, I think my life has become much sorted, much more positive, much more forgiveness, love, care, etc. So I said, why not? That was the prime reason I decided to share. There is a question from Deepti Arora. How can we balance spiritual and modern day challenges? It's a big one. It's the common very. Let me try to give a very simplistic answer, Deepti, on that. Spirituality is, what is spirituality? Spirituality is nothing but awareness of self and awareness of a higher realm, the big picture. Spirituality also provides, gives as an output. And before output, spirituality is also about practicing the big picture. So one is awareness of the big picture, and second is, since we are aware, we start practicing it. And as a result, spiritual awareness gives positivity, gratitude, love as an output. And as a result, patience also comes. Now correlate this positivity, gratitude, love, patience. If we have this, compare that to modern day challenges where things come in one day in office, something happens, and then you react. We react in personal life. That reaction goes away. We start looking at the big picture, having the understanding of why this person is doing what he's doing. And as a result, um, we start responding rather than reacting. We start forgiving rather than hatred or venomosity or negativity. All my negativity goes out. And the true character of our soul, which is love, and that comes in forefront. So the life, I mean, we forget about others. First and foremost, we make sure that our life becomes better at home, not only modern day challenges at home, at office, wherever. It's a better dealing with it. So I think that's one thing is there that even if we know about all this, we cannot be one day. It's not a switch on and off switch that one day we were not there, another day we switched on the spirituality and became 100% fantastic. No, it's about the practice slowly of awareness and then quickly getting out of problem to the bigger picture. Thanks for asking this question. Okay, was this Vivek Verma? Oh my God, multiple questions. Do we recognize the soul only? Do we recognize the source only through its mortal phase, or is it the feel and underlying bond? Well, in humans, our uh, to identify anything, our five senses comes into picture, right? See, hear, smell, taste, touch. But in the soul world, it's the energy connection. It's I don't know whether I know. So I don't have the answer as there's a word, but the what I had seen is there is a telepathy. There is energy connection. Even if I tell you, give you a glimpse, our souls and the soul world is also connected by energy connection, telepathy. There we talk, but we don't talk from mouth. We just read the thoughts. We get connected with energy. We just know. The power is much beyond than those five senses. So we just know. Sakshi says, did you experience any life challenging moments while researching this book? Yeah, I mean, I would not say just researching this book. Book came as an output, but while my curiosity was going through Yoga Nidra, in which I practiced a lot, I perfected that how the soul can come out, navigated to different places. Past life regression, my eyes, my knees, multiple things I got corrected. I saw multiple things. I interacted with soul world. And again, awareness of the big picture, Sakshi, for that matter. I think we have time to take two more questions. Samir Munje, do you believe in luck? Do you think luck is reflection of karma and deeds? Does this have anything to do with what happens to life? Oh, there's nothing called such. There's nothing called luck. Everything is pre-planned. There's nothing called luck. Those who think that I have been deprived about this life, this is a very small way to look at that. If you see the bigger picture, okay, I'll use the same example. Amitabh Bachchan, when he chooses a character to play, and that character may be a Langda or a Kodi or very deprived. In the movie, he does say that, "Mere kismat kya hai, kya nahi," right? That's the reality at the ground level. But the big picture, as a soul of Amitabh Bachchan, a soul, which is Amitabh Bachchan as a actor, thinks, I want to play that role. He decided, he chose that to play that role. Similarly, soul does choose to go through good, bad, ugly, various type of roles to experience different types of things. Because up there, everything is fantastic, love, good. So there's nothing called luck out there. Karma has different. I would not want to talk. Please read the book because it will be dwelling deep into it. There are multiple complexities there. But karma is at the only incarnated body level, nothing like that at the soul level. Soul is much, much more powerful. Remaining 98%, God knows what we are doing. I have been exposed. If I can say, you may have designed a planet. Would you believe that? Or you have designed and given life to a creature? You may not. But soul is very powerful. Okay. Rahul Bhamri asked a very curious question, which I am never able to get an answer. What happens to the soul when one passes away? Do they know they have left the world? Do we know they have left the world? Oh, see, generally what happens is souls, when after death, after completing the karmic duty, they go to the home, which is the soul, the ultimate home of souls, the soul world. But it does happen so often that when the soul is in character, which is in the body, right? Uh, they get attached. They get attached with other people. And often what happens is when there is too much of attachment and unfulfilled life after death, and when the people grieve and the soul goes out, the soul keeps wandering there. Soul sort of still remains in that character. Can't that soul is not able to go out of the character sometimes, and hence they get stuck with the other for some time. But ultimately they get relieved and they get back to the soul world, where we see all other loved ones. And soul, by the way, after death, it's in the bliss state, except with these stages where there are profound affection. It does go out in the happiest world, which is full of love. And hence in certain cultures, people do celebrate. Celebrate is not celebrate, but celebrate that the soul has gone to a better place. Okay, I'll take one last. Amanpuri asked the question, what are your views on future life? Well, future life is, I'll leave certain thoughts with you, Aman. It's all predefined. Now, after this life, there's a future life, right? Let's take 3 stages. One stage is in the body stage. We do not know what will happen tomorrow, do we? But at the soul level, before designing this life, it's predefined. So the soul at unconscious level knows what will happen. And at the subconscious and the conscious level, the 2% of it, we do not know. But so this happens so at the soul level, the soul knows what will happen in this current life, but does not know what will happen in the next life. But there is a third level. I don't know what we'll call. There's a home, and then there's a God, or I have no idea of what should I call that word. But there is a word, and if you try to correlate that with Shiv Puran or other scriptures like Nadi. In that Nadi astrology, Agast Muni had written multiple future lives, and Shivji has told Parvati ji's multiple life of a person. So maybe there is another level, which is a fourth or fifth or sixth dimension of time, where they can see much longer than the soul level. So there are multiple levels. So, future life, as per my understanding, there is all these lives are defined coming from the higher realm, taking multiple lives, and then going back to the higher realm. So after nirvana, moksha. All that is predefined. I think we have Sabas. Is there any other question from Facebook or? Okay, probably what I'll do, I think we are running, we have exceeded the time. I would encourage you to, I have noted down all these questions. So I will definitely answer each of these questions personally also. You can reach out to me for any other question also in future. And please do read this book. It is, I have not written this to make money or to popularize the financially. No, I am sharing this thought process because I truly believe that this will have a positive impact on lives. One second. We have questions other places. Let me ask the team if we have other question on Facebook Live or LinkedIn Live. But I think we have already surpassed. It's 6:38. So it's time. Let me use the closing words. I highly appreciate you all for taking time out and hearing me out. Understand the big picture, purpose behind the book, why I've written this book, and I truly believe that this book may be helpful to you all. Let's embark on this new adventure together as we explore the beginning of a new chapter, the exploration of our soul. My humble request, please read the book, and if you find it worthwhile, then please spread the word, the good word, because I think the good things must be passed on. The book is, as I mentioned earlier also in other channels, the book is available on various channels, Amazon in worldwide, and wherever Amazon is not there, in India, Flipkart, Notion Press, and wherever Amazon is not there, in various bookstores through Ingram. And you can also look at my website. By the way, I'm soon coming up with more podcast, throwing more light on this subject along with certain experts pretty soon. So keep watching the space. And thank you so much for your time here. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Sudeep. Thank you, everybody.